Hello once again, Dave James here along with Charlie Levy. We're going to bring you tonight's game between the Peterborough Petes and the Niagara Falls Flyers. This is the second game in the 8-point series between these two teams for the Ontario Major Junior A Final. Now last night in Peterborough, Peterborough were the victors. They got a 3-0 defeat over the Flyers. And Charlie, you were at that game. I was just wondering what your impressions were.
Well, I saw a fantastic game. I saw a fast game, a good game. I thought both teams played really well. Flyers look flat in certain spots, but I think the Peterborough Petes were really up to this game, and they're well coached by Mr. Green, because some of the plays that I saw, Mr. Green must have been watching the Flyers play during the season, and he just had his players right on top of those boys all the time.
Yes, well, I think both of these teams are well coached, and I know Bert Templeton and Gary Green have been keeping their eyes on each other's teams for the better part of the season here, figuring that with all the breaks going their way, they'd end up meeting each other in the final, as they are now. And how about the goaltending last night? What did you think of that?
Well, in the first period, it was a goaltender's duel. I'll tell you, it was really good. It was up and down the ice, back and forth. A lot of good saves. Nicky made a lot of nice saves, and so did Halleck. Halleck come up really hot on some of the goals.
Well, hopefully tonight we'll be looking forward to a good contest. I think the Flyers will be a much different team on home ice, although they do, if they wish to advance to the Memorial Cup, they're going to have to win a game in Peterborough. We'll be back shortly to bring you the play-by-play of this game. You're watching Oaks Drive Hockey Network on Channel 12, Armstrong Communications. Thank you.
Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, awaiting the start of tonight's game. This is the second game of the OHA Major Junior A Final from the Niagara Falls Memorial Arena. It's your Oaks Drive Hockey Network, standing for the national anthem. Set to go almost at center ice. This is Brian Harvey along with Dave Jesse James bringing you the play-by-play of tonight's game. The Niagara Falls Flyers for the first period will be defending the area to our left. The Peterborough Petes the area to our right. And for the first part of the play-by-play, I'll hand you over to Mr. Jesse James, the Big J. Take her away.
Thank you very much, Brian. The referee for tonight's match is Doug Robb, and he's lining the teams up at center ice now for the Flyers. Jimmy Jackson, Greg Foy, and Darrell Evans on the forward line. From the faceoff, Peterborough get the draw at number 22. Dave Fenives shoots it down the ice, gets it back again over here along the sideboards and shot down into the Flyers zone. There's a race for it. Mark Renault goes back for it, but Nicky Ricky shot it into the corner first of all. Right out in front of the net now. There's a shot from the corner. Comes back to Fenives again. He shoots it in along the sideboards, takes a hefty check from Bill Root. Number 16's in there, that's Dave Becken, and he holds it for a face-off, and we've got some pushing and shoving already with less than half a minute gone in this first period.
Yes, we might be expecting a rather physical encounter between these two clubs this evening. The Flyers down by a game, having lost the first one last night in Peterborough, will be trying to make amends for it tonight.
Well, I don't care how physical it gets down on the ice, Brian, as long as we're safe up here in the press box. That doesn't bother me at all.
Yes, you have a point there.
The reason why I'm wearing this yellow shirt isn't necessarily because it's the Flyer colors. It's because I'm chicken.
I noticed that streak up your back.
Thank you. From the faceoff now in the Flyer zone, the puck goes back to Paul Thomas. He has it behind his own net. He's out there with Wayback on the defensive core. Out here now to Mark Osborne. Out through center, shoots it in. Tom Gibson goes after it, checking Tim Trimper along the boards behind the net. It comes out to center ice. Thomas gets it over to Rohrbeck. Rohrbeck gets inside center and shoots it in. Gibson tries to keep it in. Here comes Trimper. Trimper tries to get a pass over for number 21 and Anisi Malametsa. The puck goes into the corner. They fight for it there, and we'll have another face-off and another pile-up along the boards. This could be quite a long night if after each face-off these teams decide to have a little conference in whatever part of the arena they happen to be in.
Well, we've played 59 seconds so far in the first period. It's scoreless as of yet, and that's the second face-off in the Flyer zone as the Peterborough Petes immediately try to force the issue in Niagara Falls territory.
Well, we've got the line of Jackson back out there again. This time Teddy Boynton and Bill Reuter on defense along with Mark Botel. From the face-off, Mark Renaud gets it. We have 4 defensemen on the ice at this time for the Flyers. The puck comes out here to center ice, down into the Peterborough zone. Finn Ives takes it, shoots it off to Atwell. Atwell takes a check from Jackson. Atwell still has the puck, shoots it around behind the net. Patel goes after it, takes his man out of the play. Root gets in there. There's a shot by Jackson. That was deflected across in front of the net off a leg. The puck comes out to center ice now, and here comes Peterborough. Over on the left side, Atwell. He takes a shot. Stopped at the point by Finn Ives. There's a shot right in, deflected nicely by Atwell, but that was just wide of the net. Flyers try and get it out. Now they do. Up to center ice is Jackson. Jackson being hauled. The player tried to haul him down, and Peterborough shoot it back down into the Flyer zone off the glove of Mark Renaud. Renaud goes back for it, being chased by Gardner. The puck comes right out in front of the net. There's a hefty check by Jimmy Jackson, knocked a Peterborough player down. There's a shot just wide. Peterborough applying great pressure here in the opening moments of this hockey game. It goes over to Mark Renaud behind the net. He turns, he's checked by Atwell. They hold it along the boards for another face-off. This one will be to the left of Nick Rickey, and the action is hot and heavy in the Niagara Falls end.
There's 7:53 to go in the first period. This is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network from the Niagara Falls Memorial Arena, bringing you this evening's action.
Make a change now. So we have Ludzik out there with Dominic Miel and John Kirk on the left side. Number 26, Larry Floyd, taking the draw for Peterborough. He's chased out of the circle, and Terry Bover will do it. The puck comes all the way out to center ice. Dominic Miel going after Stuart Smith, number 5, no relation to the Liberal leader here in Ontario.
Might be.
You never know. Flyers, long pass through center ice for Dominic Miel. He's got a breakaway. Goes in, he shoots, scores! Dominic Miel!
I think the Peterborough Petes got sucked into that one. Dominic Miel was just hanging around center ice, and he was clearly well onside, and he had nothing but open territory to go down there onto the Kitchener to the Peterborough net, and he stuck one high. And bing bang alakazang, we got a 1-0 game for the Flyers. Their first goal of the series.
From the face-off now, number 26, Floyd. He takes a hefty check from Paul Thomas as the puck goes down into the Niagara Falls end. Rohrbeck has it now, behind his own net. As the Peterborough defense are playing back a little farther this time out. Comes out here to center ice. It's taken by John Kirk. Kirk gets it in for Ludzik. Ludzik cuts in front of the net. He shoots. Oh, hit the side of the net. And Ellicott went down heavily on that play. The goaltender for Peterborough. Back come the Petes. Floyd shoots it in. Nick Rickey stops that one. And we've got a penalty coming up. As far as I can see, Brian, that goal by Miel was a predetermined play. Rohrbeck was looking up ice trying to spot him, and possibly Bert Templeton, through viewing the videotapes of the previous game, found a chink in the armor of the Peterborough defense.
You mean a 9-iron?
Yeah, in the armor of the Peterborough defense, because they were way out to lunch on that play.
Well, they certainly were. They were trying to press the issue in Niagara Falls territory, and they had too many men over the blue line, just ripe for that situation, and probably Bert Templeton noticed it and gave instructions for one of the Flyers to hang around the center ice.
Well, Peterborough's going to have a chance
just looking for that.
Sorry, Brian. Peterborough's going to have a chance to get back on the score sheet now as the Flyers are penalized, and will be for the next 2 minutes. That puck is kept in at the point by Gardner. Carmen Cirilla shoots it behind the net. The Flyers try and get out. Here's a shot. That's deflected high over the glass into the crowd off the stick of Bob Gardner, or Bill Gardner. That's John Kirk over there in the penalty box for the Flyers.
Notice he got a haircut today. Usually it flows down to shoulder level, doesn't it?
Yep. That he did. Bill Root has the puck in the corner. They fight for it. Shot out in front. Darrell Evans just shoots it down the ice all the way down to the goaltender Ellicott for the Peterborough Petes. Bill Gardner goes back for it. Theberge is out there with him along with Chris Halleck, number 15. It goes to Halleck. Halleck comes up through center ice, down over the blue line. He's got Trimper with him, leaves it for Trimper. There's a shot which he fanned on. The puck comes around to Brian Carroll. Brian Carroll shot it. It's kept in by Theberge, and that shot was deflected and gloved easily by Nick Rickey.
Well, we got 1 minute and 14 seconds to go in the penalty, and that's the first shot on goal. And it wasn't very much. With 16:11 to go in the first period, this is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network.
The penalty killing unit for the Flyers has Bill Root along with Mark Renaud, Brian Carroll, and Darrell Evans out there. From the faceoff, Halleck tries to get the draw. He does. Flyers get a hold of it. Darrell Evans tried to break free. Mark Renaud goes in over the line. He's checked by Gardner quite heavily into the boards. And back comes Theberge. Theberge through center ice. Reputedly one of the best defensemen in this hockey league, Greg Theberge. The Flyers get a hold of it now. It's shot off the boards, kept in, however, right in front of the net to Cirilla. Cirilla's weak shot is handled by Rickey. Bill Root has it now. He's being checked. He bangs it off the boards and all the way down the ice with 39 seconds left in the Flyer penalty. Bill Gardner goes back for it behind his own net as the Peterborough Petes make a few changes. Personnel. Out comes Larry Floyd. Floyd through center ice, in over the Flyer blue line, leaves it for Boisvert. Boisvert just flipped one in there. Atwell goes after it. He's checked by Renaud. The sticks come up a little bit there, and the puck is shot down the ice again with but 12 seconds left in the Flyer penalty. In the corner now. That puck is kept in by Greg Foy. Foy and Osborne checking. Theberge has it. Theberge gets a pass out here to Boisvert. Boisvert over to Floyd. Floyd through center ice. That's offside as Theberge was astride over the line. The penalty has expired to the Flyers, and they're back at full strength.
And we've got 14 minutes and 54 seconds to play. With the Flyers up by 1 goal, 1-0, on a breakaway by Dominic Miel, set up by Brian Rohrabeck.
Dave Becken is out to take the draw for Peterborough against Brian Carroll. Brian Carroll's got Larmer and Jackson on his wings. From the face-off, it comes back to Paul Thomas. Thomas shoots it through center ice. Stop there, comes back over here to Larmer. Larmer leaves it for Thomas. Thomas is checked by number 8, Brad Ryder. The Flyers come back, and they almost had a 2-on-1 there, but they couldn't get a hold of the puck. Comes over here to Cirilla. Cirilla is checked. The puck goes back down into the Peterborough zone. Over to number 5, Stuart Smith. Smith tries to get a pass up to center ice. That's stopped. Larmer's shot is stopped, and Brian Carroll shoots it in. Taken by Becken. Becken gets a pass on the right side to Ryder. And back come the Flyers. Jimmy Jackson in over the blue line. Backhands it out in front of the net. That's stopped there by number 22 for Peterborough, Dave Fenives. Pass out through center field to connect for Peterborough, and Brian Rohrabeck has it back in his own zone. He spins around, gets a pass here for Larmer. Larmer in over the blue line. Larmer takes a shot. That's weak and wide of the net. Rohrabeck tries to keep it in unsuccessfully. And back comes Cirilla. Cirilla in over the blue line. Missed a check from Thomas. Gets it right out in front of the net. There's Ryder. He's dumped. No call on that play as Paul Thomas gains possession for the Flyers. A pass out here at the center ice for Brian Carroll. Carroll gets it over to Larmer. Larmer in over the blue line. Takes a shot. And that's high over the glass into the crowd with 13:36 left in the first period. 1-0 for the Flyers.
Yeah, that was a high one. In fact, I think he's got something against the guy that owns the hot dog stand, because he almost put it right in there, right into the mustard jar.
Well, maybe he had occasion to have a hot dog with a stale or hard bun. You never know.
Well, they're all like that, aren't they?
Causes heartburn. Well, in some arenas they are. Here they're not too bad. Stan Adams out there to take the draw. He gets it back. That's intercepted by Peterborough. It's kept in over the center ice line, however. Mark Osborne shoots it down into Peterborough territory. Gibson goes in after it. The puck comes out here and over the stick of Bill Root. There's a race for it. Gardner goes after it. It's kept in by Peterborough, brought out now by Bill Root. Here's a 2-on-2. Tom Gibson in over the blue line. He stops, gets a pass back here for Adams. Adams in the corner. He's taken out of the play. Tries to fight for that puck. Players go down, and we might have a little bit of a mix-up here. I think we do. There's a lot of pushing and shoving going on and grabbing, what have you. I haven't actually seen any punches thrown yet.
Looks like a rugby match. Going from scrum there.
Yeah, that's called scrum, isn't it?
Yes. Well, there's going to be something develop here by the looks of it.
And here we go, Tom Gibson. The referee, here goes Gibson. He gets a hold of somebody.
Oh, and he took a left hook there.
Yeah, the linesmen are quick to break that up as the other players are milling around in the corner. The linesman motioned with his thumbs that somebody was out. I don't know if they're out of the game or just off the ice. As Gibson and the Peterborough player, as yet unidentified, are frolicking around on the ice there. I don't think they're actually doing any fighting. Did you say Gibson took a left hook or gave one?
It looked like he took one. But neither of them seemed the worse for wear.
That's number 24, I believe. Jim Weimer of Peterborough and Tom Gibson of the Flyers. I imagine they'll get 5 minutes each for fighting.
Well, we've got 13:05 to go in the period, and so far there's been lots of action. A goal, a few fisticuffs, and a puck into the hot dog stand. What more can we ask for?
I think they're each going to get 5+2, or else maybe just 2 minutes for roughing, because there's 2 minutes marked up on the board there.
This is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network. I'm Brian Harvey along with Jesse James. Our cameramen this evening, Tony Rossetti and Davey Levy. Also our production assistant is in the press box with us, Mr. Charlie Levy.
I thought he was the turnkey.
Well, he's been called other things in his time as well.
He's the general overseer, isn't he?
He's the general nuisance, did you say?
No, overseer.
Oh. Well, when they straighten things out, there'll be a face-off, I believe, in the Peterborough zone to the left of Ken Ellicott. Flyers lead by a goal. There's 4 in the penalty box, so I guess they're each getting 5 minutes, or what is it?
They're going to get 2 minutes for sure. They might get 5 tacked on top of
Well, there's another guy in the penalty box for each team, and there's only 2 minutes up there.
Yes, I see Bill Root in there as well. Oh.
No, I got...
And number 24, Jim Weimer. 5 minutes for fighting.
Well, that's the way it works. So 2 players each get 2 minutes for high sticking, and two players get 5 minutes for fighting. Back to the action now. Adams is in the corner. He's checked by number 22, Dave Fenives, who has the puck at the side of his own net. Gets a pass over here for Theberge. Theberge coming up through center ice. Backhands it down on the net. A weak one. Ricky steers that behind the net. Taken by the Flyers. There's a hook. No call on that play. And back come the Flyers. Well, we've got something else here. That's Osborne. Osborne and Theberge. The linesman in between them. Now they come in and break it up. And we're going to have more further penalties here. Theberge and Armstrong are still trading insults.
Armstrong, who's he play for?
Or Osborne, I should say. Armstrong, George Armstrong, used to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Don't you remember that?
Is he playing here tonight?
No.
Oh. Well, the penalty box is getting full. They're taking reservations only, I'm told.
Yes. Through the Niagara District Tourist Bureau.
The NRTA. So there's 6 men in the penalty box, 3 from either team. So far, the Flyers have 4 penalties to the Peterborough Pete's 3. Flyers, of course, killed off a man disadvantage earlier in the period. There remains 1 minute and 35 seconds in the first minors to each team, plus the fighting penalties, and now another 2-minute penalty to each team.
So the teams are playing 4 men aside, 3 skaters on either side. Steve Ludzik out there with Mark Renaud and Brian Rorabeck for the Flyers. Peterborough has the puck. They shoot it across ice. No one there to take it. It goes over to Larry Murphy. Murphy shoots it in. He takes a hefty check from Brian Rohrbeck. And out come the Flyers. Here's Renaud. He gets it up here to Ludzik. Ludzik through center ice. Down into the Peterborough zone. Goes behind the net. Gets it out here to Renaud. Renaud has it. He's checked. He gets it back. He's checked again. There's going to be a penalty to Peterborough. They're holding. So as the first period progresses, we're running into quite a rash of penalties here.
Think they'll have to use calamine lotion?
I don't know, Brian. I think I would if I were you. Among a few other things I might use.
Wow, what a full penalty box we have now. They're going to have to move that policeman out of there. Probably to make room for somebody else.
No,
he's in the Flyer box.
Timekeeper's got to go too.
So our timekeeper, Carl DeChico, as you can see in the penalty box there, or in the penalty box area, has done an admirable job all year. It's only fallen down on a few occasions. But he keeps time better than a Swiss watch, doesn't he?
Who's that?
Carl DeChico, the timekeeper.
Oh, I see.
They say he has a Swiss movement every once in a while.
Yeah, he is pretty good. He is pretty good. From the face-off now, the Flyers keep it in right in front of the net. There's a shot just wide of the net by Brian Carroll as he was dumped. No doubt the referee doesn't want to call too many more penalties. There's no room to house these people while they're serving their detentions. Back comes number 3, John Bukaboom for Peterborough. He's dumped. Play goes into the Flyer end. Brian Carroll goes after it. Halleck gets there first. Rohrbeck takes him out of the play, and it comes to Paul Thomas. Thomas gets it up for Brian Carroll. Brian Carroll through center ice. He's taken out of the play. Rohrbeck races after it. He winds up, takes a shot right on the net. Chris Halleck has it now. He comes up over his own blue line. He falls down, loses his stick. Peterborough come through now. That's number 22, Dave Fenives. He takes a shot, stopped by the pads of Ricky. And back come the Flyers. Thomas gets it over here for Ludzik. Ludzik's taken out of the play. Bukaboom shoots it down in the Flyer zone. Over here for Paul Thomas. The Flyers make changes on the go. They now have the man advantage. As there are 4 men out there now, Steve Ludzik takes his man into the boards, and they'll hold that for a face-off.
You notice in the Peterborough penalty box, they were all standing up like they were stuffed in there like a can of sardines.
I'm not quite sure how this penalty situation is going to work. The Flyers have the man advantage at this point.
Well, we have 10:51 to go in the first period. This is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network. From the press box at the Niagara Falls Memorial Arena in the heart of beautiful downtown Niagara Falls, across from the Nabisco Shredded Wheat Company. Brian Harvey along with Jesse James, Davey Levy and Tony Rossetti bringing you this evening's performance between these two clubs. Peterborough leading the series by a game, 1-0, as a result of a 3-0 victory last night in Peterborough. Seemed to be a little discussion as to the penalties or the amount of people to put on the ice there. The referee trying to straighten out the situation. Face-off will be in the Peterborough zone whenever they resume play. We're very glad to see that we have Mr. Teddy Flynn in attendance this evening.
Yes, I also noticed that
Teddy Flynn is the sort of the coordinator of the crowd here. Whenever he comes, everyone else comes, and when he doesn't show up, we usually have a meager crowd.
Yes, there seems to be a better turnout tonight because, of course, Teddy's here. From the face-off now, Ludzik out there to take the draw. He gets it, comes back over here to Jackson. Jackson leaves it for Larmer. Larmer winds up, takes a shot. That's stopped by number 5, Stuart Smith, and the puck is shot out to center ice. Jimmy Jackson has it now as he turns in his own end, gets a pass over for Renaud. Renaud with Larmer, leaves it for Larmer. Larmer has the puck, leaves it for Ludzik at the point, back for Larmer. He's got Renaud right in front of the net, right out in front. That shot was just wide by Mark Renaud. Renaud gets the puck back. He's checked, but he maintains possession, gets it back to Ludzik. Ludzik keeps it in. Here's Ludzik, winds, takes a shot. Oh, and that just went off the shoulder of Ken Ellicott. Quite a high shot, tried to take his head off, I think.
It looked like that was a wicked drive off the stick of Steve Ludzik.
The face-off inside the Peterborough zone due to the fact that it did go off of the goaltender, Peterborough goaltender Ken Halleck. 10:16 left in the first period, 1-0 for the Flyers. Ludzik's back out there to take the draw. Flyers playing 6 men to 5. Atwell lost the draw to Ludzik, over to Jackson. Jackson takes a shot. That's high up into the crowd.
That's another one into the hot dog stand.
Yeah.
They'll probably make more money selling secondhand pucks than they would by selling their hot dogs. We got 10-12 to go with the face-off just inside the Peterborough blue line.
Face-off now, the Flyers gain possession. Renaud shoots it in. That's shot all the way down the ice by Peterborough. Jimmy Jackson has the puck. Over here to Steve Ludzik. Ludzik turns at the blue line, tries to get in over the line. He does, shoots the puck in. Back for it goes number 22, Dave Fenives. They're fighting for it along the boards. Peterborough get it out. And there's a heavy check by Adams on number 9, Trimper. Trimper comes back with a puck. That's shot in.
Going to be a Flyer penalty here.
Get their sticks up, and there's going to be a penalty there.
I think they might be calling a hooking penalty on Steve Ludzik, who sort of got the lumber on to number 9, Tim Trimper. Either pulled him down or high-sticked him, one or the other. And now the Flyers will be at a man disadvantage.
With 9:35 left in the first period as Ludzik goes off. So the power play for...
What a power play they have on the ice. They only got 3 skaters. Is that their idea of a power play?
There will be no power play as yet, as the teams are 4 men aside, 4 skaters aside.
Well, we're confused by that penalty clock.
Yeah.
They only show 1 penalty to the
Here's
Flyers.
a pass out from the corner. Comes back here to number 5, Stuart Smith. In right on the net. Ricky steered it aside. The Flyers come out now. Teams playing even strength. That's Ted Boynton. He's got Brian Carroll going through center. A pass for Carroll. That goes into the corner. Theberge and Carroll go after it. They go into the boards. Back comes Peterborough. That's Gardner. He's checked by Evans. Theberge has it. He's being watched by Brian Carroll as Peterborough stalling now to get the extra man. As they do now. They have the man advantage now, and will have that for the next minute. They try and get in over the blue line. Stopped by Brian Carroll. Comes back to Theberge. Theberge gets a pass over here to number 17, Mark Reeds. He's hauled down. No call on that play as Brian Carroll shoots it all the way down into the Peterborough zone with less than a minute to go on the penalty. Bill Root has it in his own end. He just heaves it down the ice. 47 seconds left in the penalty. Theberge goes after it. He's trying to get out of his own end. He does. But it's shot right back in by the Flyers. Bill Gardner has it now. He misses a check from Evans. Pass up here to Trimper on the left side. Trimper gets a pass over here to Theberge. He winds up a shot and a good save by Ricky. That one goes off in the corner. Peterborough applying pressure now. Gardner has it. Shoots it in front of the net. That's taken by Mark Renaud. 21 seconds left in the penalty, and that's shot down the ice. Peterborough come out now. They're checked at the blue line. Here comes Bill Gardner. Gardner's over the blue line. In there with Theberge. Over here to Trimper. Trimper takes a shot right in front of the net. Theberge just failed to get a hold of that, and he took a dive in the corner. Back come the Flyers. Steve Ludzik, he's hauled down. Mark Renaud has the puck now as the penalty has expired. Dominic Miel right in front of the net. Leaves it there. It's kept in by the Flyers. Play a little scrambly now at this point, and out come the Peterborough Petes. Number 15, Chris Halleck. He shoots it in. That bounces off the backboards to Bill Root. Root over to Renaud. Renaud has the puck. He's coming out of his own zone. Gets a pass up here for John Kirk. Kirk goes in. Stuart Smith takes it. It comes out here to Cirilla. There's a heavy check there. Carmen Cirilla winds up, takes a shot. That's gloved by Ricky. And steered off into the corner. He's got it, he tried to steer it off in the corner, but I think it got caught in his glove someplace.
Yeah, it was stuck in there, and he tried to shake it loose, but couldn't do it in time, and they've whistled a face-off with 6:46 to go in the first period.
So it's still 1-0. Flyers killed off that penalty successfully, and the teams are back at full strength once again. We've got Old Man Adams coming out for the Flyers. That's Grizzly Adams, he likes to be called.
Sourest man in town.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I've heard. And he's got Tom Gibson on his right side, Mark Osborne on his left side. The puck comes back to Thomas. Osborne gets a hold of it. They fight for it along the boards, and we'll have another whistle and another face-off. 6:40 now remaining in the first period. From the face-off, that's number 16, Dave Becken. He lost the draw. Thomas has the puck. Comes out of his own zone, tries to get a pass for Osborne. That's intercepted. Peterborough shoot it right out in front of the net, taken by Rohrbeck. Rohrbeck up here, stopped by Stuart Smith. And back comes Peterborough. That's number 16, Becken. He just shoots a long one in. Brad Ryder goes after it. He's hauled down. And Stan Adams, Grizzly Adams, has it behind his own net. Here he comes. Out of his own zone. Leaves it there for Thomas. Peterborough hemming the Flyers in now at this point. It's a pass up here for Mark Osborne. Osborne for Adams. Adams gets in over the blue line. Tries to get around Murphy, but to no avail. That shot in by the Flyers into the crowd. And we'll have another face-off with 5:44 left in the first period.
They've been shooting a lot of pucks over the boards in that particular area. There must be somebody there they don't like. Can't be Teddy Flynn. He's sitting in that area.
Well, you scan that section. There's a lot of undesirables over there.
Oh, yeah. It looks like the Erie Avenue Health Club sitting over there.
Yeah. Jimmy Jackson out there now to take the draw. He's got Mark Patel on the right side, Ted Boynton on the left side, and it's another line where we have 4 defensemen on the ice. Greg Theberge has it now. He's checked behind the net, shoots it out around the boards. There's another check by Jackson along the boards as Peterborough break out now. Here goes number 17, Reeds right in on the net. He shoots in, a good stop by Ricky. Pad save. The Flyers now hemmed into their own zone. Jimmy Jackson has the puck. He tries to get a face-off, gets rid of the puck over to Bill Root. Root is checked, Patel is in there as well, and we'll have a face-off to the right of Ricky. As Mark Reeds had somewhat of a breakaway there. There was a Flyer player fairly close to him, but he had an opportunity for a clear shot on the net, and Ricky came up big to make the stop.
Well, Ricky saved the bacon on that play. He had a clear shot right on him, and Ricky stopped him cold turkey.
From the face-off now, there's a shot from the point, and the Flyers break out. Here's Jimmy Jackson. He takes a check at center ice and is knocked flat by number 22, Dave Fenives. Peterborough now trying to get down into the Flyer zone where they're mixing it up a little bit at center ice. Comes over to Bill Root. Root winds up, takes a shot in. He takes a check from Fenives as well. And this Fenives, Dave Fenives, number 22 of Peterborough, throwing his weight around quite a bit here in this first period. Root in front of the net now. And the play is increasingly physical here in this first period. Jimmy Jackson has the puck. He shoots it in. The Flyers make a change. Greg Theberge has it behind his own net. He comes out, gets a pass out here, stopped by Mark Patel. Patel is knocked down in the Peterborough zone now. That's knocked into the crowd by Patel, and he should be trying out for the Toronto Blue Jays after what I just saw. He picked that puck out of midair.
Well, we have 4:27 to play the first period. It's 1-0 for the Flyers. And this is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network.
From the face-off, it goes down into the Peterborough zone. That's number 2, Murphy. He gets a pass out, and we got a 2-on-1. Chris Halleck takes a shot, hit the side of the net, hit the post, I believe. And back come the Flyers. Here's Brian Carroll, gets a pass over for Larmer. That's taken by and shot down the ice. Here goes Halleck again. With number 21, Anisi Malametsu. They go down in the corner, and quite a pile up there, and we'll have a face-off. With 3:57 left in the first period.
Please contact Mark Whitson of the Flyer Fan Club in the front lobby of the arena in between periods.
We have Chris Halleck out there for Peterborough,
Also, any Flyer fans
along with Tim Trimper,
Flyer hopeful for training,
Malametsu,
please contact the Flyer
Stuart Smith, and Larry Murphy on defense.
Old Main Street 7.
For the Flyers, we have Stan Adams, Mark Osborne, Tom Gibson, Root and Renaud on defense. It goes back for Bill Root. He has the puck behind his own net. He gets a pass over here for Adams. Adams off the boards. That's in and out, and that's an offside. We'll have another face-off with 3:47 left in the first period.
Tickets for sale for Saturday's game. Peterborough is the Flyers starting at 7:30.
Well, the game pretty evenly played up to this point, and the one-goal lead sort of indicates that, as there have been good opportunities at either end of the rink.
From the faceoff, Mark Renaud gets a pass up here to Ludzik at center ice. Ludzik takes a check, but the puck goes down in the Peterborough zone. Osborne and Gibson go after it. Root gets it right in front of the net, and back come the Petes. Atwell tried to get it over for Gardner, and that's taken by Bill Root. Bill Root swings out of his own zone, up through center ice, winds up, takes a shot. No, he fakes a shot, and that's offside. Ludzik out there now with John Kirk and Dominic Miel on the forward line. Number 22, Dave Fenives, takes a check behind the net, and Peterborough come back. Pass out here for Gardner, which went too far. Mark Renaud has it. He's all alone there. No other players of his on his team close by. Check on Gardner by Bill Root. Dominic Miel goes in, cuts in front of the net. He's hauled down, and the pass comes over here to Atwell. Atwell is taken out of the play. No call on that play as Mark Renaud was hauled down. Atwell has it. He just shoots it down in the Flyer zone. Jim Weimer goes after it, but Paul Thomas gets there first. Thomas has the puck behind his own net. He's being checked by Gardner, gets it back, leaves it for Root. Root's taken out of the play by Weimer, and we'll have a face-off with 2:30 left in the first period.
Well, we have a wholesale change of players all around. With only 2.5 minutes to go in the period, the faceoff will be to the right of Nick Rickey.
From the faceoff comes back to Smith. There's a shot, and Rickey stopped that one. Brian Rohrbach tried another long lead pass. Is taken by Adams. Adams is taken out of the play. That shot into the corner. Gibson goes after it. Tries to get it out in front of the net, but Murphy was there and prevented that play. Back come Peterborough. Carmen Cirilla shoots it down into the Flyer zone. Right out in front of the net now. Oh, right through the goal crease. There was no one there for Peterborough to take it. Ryder goes after it. He falls down, and we'll have another face-off with 1:55 left in the first period. Dave Beck going to take a draw against Adams. Peterborough gets the draw. There's a shot that's deflected in front of the net. Adams and Beckens go after it. Ryder and Thomas go in there. And we'll have another face-off as the last few minutes of this first period are going quite slowly. Now the Flyers are going to make a change. We've got Ludzik coming out with John Kirk, Miel, and also Bill Root and Mark Renaud are going to see some more ice time before the end of this period as they come off the bench. Ludzik, who is quite possibly the best face-off man on this Flyer team.
Don't say that or you'll lose the draw.
Oh, against Dave Beckens, who could possibly be the best face-off man on the Peterborough team as well.
Well, he chased him out anyway. No, he's back.
Ludzik gets the draw on that one, but Cirilla gets a shot right on the net. Here it is, right out in front of the net. There's a shot. It comes back to the point to Stuart Smith. He winds up, takes a shot. That's stopped in front of the net by Bill Root. And Root tries to clear it out, kept in by Smith. There's Beckens, he has no stick. Right in front of the net, another shot, and that's stopped by Ricky. Bill Root has the puck behind his own net. Gets a pass up here for Steve Ludzik. Ludzik gets it in for Miel. Miel gets in over the blue line. Taken there by John Kirk. Kirk goes around behind the net, tries to get it out in front. Intercepted by Peterborough, and we have a Peterborough penalty.
Now that'll be a tripping penalty to the Peterborough Petes, I believe, as Ludzik was hauled down in front of the net. I noticed they've been keeping their eye on him. He was the big star of the last series, the round robin. The big bad bird, as it's been known around here.
Yeah. So with 1:12 left in the first period, the Flyers have another opportunity to advance on the score sheet with a power play advantage. Ludzik out there with Larmer and Stan Adams on the forward line. Ludzik lost the draw. Fenive shoots it around the boards. Trimper tries to get it out. It's kept in by Jackson. Jackson, a shot right on the net. And here's Trimper. He's got a breakaway. Goes down over the blue line. Gets a backhand. Oh, and that's a good stop by Ricky. On a breakaway by Tim Trimper. Back come the Flyers. Jimmy Jackson. Jackson over the blue line. Shoots it in the corner. Halleck tries to get a hold of him, and that's shot all the way down the ice by Peterborough. Just a moment ago, you saw a very good defensive play by Niagara Falls and a good stop on a shot by Trimper on a breakaway. There's a shot right on the pads of Ken Ellicott, and we'll have a face-off down in the Peterborough zone. Brian Carroll out there to take the draw. John Kirk chases his man off in the corner. Comes back to the point to Renaud right in front of the net. There's a backhand. Another one, and Ellicott made the save on that play. That was a loose puck in front of the net. They hold it along the boards, and we got some pushing and shoving here. Brian Carroll and Mark Reeds, but I don't think anything's going to develop on that, and I don't think it'll go any farther. So with 15 seconds left in the first period, 1-0 for the Flyers. Flyers are on a power play advantage, and they will extend that into the second period as there's 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the penalty. From the faceoff now, here's Kirk right in front of the net. Mark Reeds goes after it, shoots it out over the blue line, all the way down into the Flyer zone. With 6 seconds left, Rohrbeck shoots it into Battelle. Battelle backhands it along the boards. 1 second left, that'll do it for the first period.
Five penalties each. How's the score? You gotta stand up and do it. You want to do it? All right. I'll stand there.
Shots in the first period on the Peterborough net 8, on the Niagara Falls net 13. Line 9-2 and number 214-9.
Here we are at the end of the first period. The summary is as follows. The only goal of the game came off the stick of Dominic Miel, who was set up by Rohrbeck from deep in his own zone and had a breakaway at 2:29 of the first period. The Flyers outshot the Petes 13-8, and there were 5 penalties apiece. I'm Brian Harvey along with Jesse James, your Oaks Drive Hockey Network. We'll be joining you for the second period play-by-play shortly. And here we are back at the Niagara Falls Memorial Arena waiting for the start of the second period. It's your Oaks Drive Hockey Network. Brian Harvey and Jesse James, Davey Levy and Tony Rossetti bringing you the continuation of this game. Flyers up by 1 goal, 1-0. And they will enjoy a man advantage for the next 48 seconds as a penalty to the Peterborough Petes will carry over into the second period. And to resume the play-by-play, I will hand you over to the golden voice of Mr. Jesse James.
Thank you, Brian. And here we are.
Tell me,
yes.
Is it really true that your middle name is Bruce?
No, my first name, not very many people know this. My name is actually David James. But
Did you used to rob trains, or
no.
how'd you get that
Everyone
Jesse
calls
nickname?
me by various other names, some which I can't mention on the air. From the face-off, the Flyers get a hold of it. Mark Renaud has it. Flyers have a power play. That's shot out by Peterborough. Back to Renaud again. Renaud shoots it into Stan Adams. Adams leaves it for Renaud. Renaud gets it over here to Rohrbeck. Pass was too far. Steve Larmer gets it now. Larmer has it in the corner right across in front, and Adams couldn't put it in. There's a shot by Renaud. And Halleck had made a nice pad save on that. The puck is kept in. Here's Steve Ludzik. He missed it, and that shot all the way down the ice. Brian Rohrbeck goes after it. He has the puck behind his own net. He carries it out through center ice. Leaves it over here for Ludzik. Ludzik gets in. He's in on the left side. Right through the crease. Nobody there to bang that in. That's kept in by Renaud. Renaud winds up, takes a shot. That's about 2 feet wide. Ludzik has it behind the net. Tries to get it from the side, but he couldn't do it. The puck goes off into the corner, and they fight for it along the boards. The referee blows the whistle, and we'll have a face-off with 18:59 left in the second period.
Well, it's a real tight game up to this period, of course. 1 goal separating the two teams. The last game was a shutout in Peterborough's favor, and so far the Flyers are doing the opposite to them this evening. Face-off will be in Peterborough territory to the right of Ken Ellicott. And away we go.
The penalty has expired. Brian Carroll lost the draw to Beckens. Peterborough now trying to bring the puck out. Flyers are trying to hem them in. The puck comes down into the Flyers zone. Renaud gets it over here to Root. Root off to Brian Carroll. Brian Carroll over to Greg Foy. Here's Carroll right in front of the net. He's hooked. No call on that play. Brian Carroll in the corner right out in front to Evans. Right in front again. They scored! Greg Foy!
Oh, Greg Foy was Johnny on the spot there as he deflected that one into the open side from a scramble in front of the goal mouth. And the Flyers now go up by 2 with 18:34 to go in the second period. And your Oaks Drive Hockey Network is enjoying every minute of tonight's game.
A very nice effort there by the Flyers to get their second goal. Greg Foy gets credit for that one.
Assist to number 7, Brian Carroll, and number 17, Darrell Evans.
Evans and Carroll get the assist on that. The play goes back down into the Peterborough zone. A shot around the boards, kept in by Paul Thomas. He shoots it on the net. Greg Theberge has it. Tries to get it out. That's stopped by Mark Renaud. Or Ludzik, I should say. He was dumped. Dominic Miel. The pass comes over here to Paul Thomas. He shoots it in, takes a check from Gardner. And that goes all the way to the stick of number 22, Dave Fenives, who has it behind the net. Leaves it over here for Atwell. Atwell, a pass through center to Gardner. Gardner over on the left side. But Gardner gets it back. He goes in on the left side, tries to get a pass out in front of the net. That didn't click. Dominic Miel holds it there for a face-off. And with 17:42 left in the second period, the face-off will be to the right-hand side of Nick Rickey.
Flyers are making it now, and they'll be sending out their captain and his line. That's Old Man Adams, the meanest man in town, or sourest man in town.
From the faceoff, the puck comes across in front of the net, taken by Mark Osborne. He gets it up to Adams off his stick. The Burge leaves it for Bill Gardner. Gardner gets over the center ice line and shoots it in. Osborne goes after it. Jim Weimer was in there. Here's a shot now by Adwell. That one never really got any speed on it. Renaud shoots the puck out, kept in, and now the Flyers come out. Here's Stan Adams. Adams, a pass over to Tom Gibson. Gibson tried to get a shot off there, but it went off in the corner. Peterborough has it back again. Number 7, Greg Theberge. Theberge up through center ice. He lost his glove. He shoots it in. Ricky stops it behind the net, and Bill Root goes back for it. Root right in front of his own net. Gets a pass up here for Gibson. Gibson for Adams. Adams in over the blue line. Right in front of the net, there's a shot. Oh, it comes back to the point. Renaud takes a shot. That's just wide. Over here to Root. Root takes a shot right in front. There's a shot that scored. Tom Gibson.
Just a beautiful goal on the backhand. And that one was high to the glove side as the puck was redirected by Tom Gibson, and the Flyers now up by 3 with 16:38 to go.
So Gibson gets credit for that one. And the assists go to Bill Root and Mark Renaud. Back comes Peterborough. Tim Trimper over the line, takes a check from Rohrbeck. Back come the Flyers. Jimmy Jackson over the line. Tries to get around, he does. Right in front of the net, the shoot, scored! The referee says that's a goal. That went in off of the skate of Mark Osborne, I think.
Well, they're arguing.
Mark Botel went in off his skate, but the referee says it counts.
Well, they're arguing about a man in the goal crease, but he was shoved in there anyway. So that goal should be legal, and it is. And the Flyers are turning this hockey game into a cakewalk.
3 unanswered goals here in the second period in rapid succession.
3 goals in less than 4 minutes. Well, in fact, the first one came at 1:46. That's 3 goals in 2 minutes.
Mark Patel gets that one. And Jimmy Jackson, number 15, gets the assist on that. Peterborough shoot it down the ice. Goes here to Rohrbeck. Rohrbeck has it in his own zone, gets it up to Botel. Botel waits for his check. And the puck goes down in the Flyers zone again. Here's Rohrbeck. Rohrbeck tries to get a lead pass. It's kept in. Here's a shot by Smith. That's wide. Rohrbeck shoots it out around the boards. Taken by Jackson. Jackson up on the right side. He stops. He leaves it for Mark Botel. Botel walks in, takes a shot. Oh, that's just wide. And Botel is having an excellent shift here in the second period. Number 15, Chris Halleck shoots it in. Rohrbeck goes after it, being chased by Trimper, and that puck is shot down the ice. Number 22, Dave Fenives, goes back for it. That's icing. And with 15:18 left in the second period, it's 4-0 for the Flyers.
Well, the Flyers were unable to score any goals at all in the first game, and within 2 minutes, they've popped in 3 in the second period. The first one coming at 1:46, and the last one at 3:44. So that's 1 minute and 58 seconds for 3 goals.
Face off in the Flyers zone. It goes back to Bill Root. Root leaves it for Renaud. Renaud shoots it up along the boards for Darrell Evans. Evans gets it up to Brian Carroll. That was too far. And Greg Theberge has it in his own zone. That shot off the boards back into the Flyers zone. Peterborough keep it in. Number 26, Larry Floyd, valiant attempt to keep that puck in the Flyers zone. Ellicott comes out after it. It's kept by Brian Carroll. Shot in for Gibson. Back to Renaud. There's a shot. That's off of Brian Carroll's leg. Comes back to Renaud right in front of the net. And Terry Bover comes back for Peterborough, over center ice, down into the Flyer zone, tries to get around Renaud. Unsuccessful. Back comes Darrell Evans. He winds up, takes a shot. Oh, that was a drive. And Halleck had just got a piece of that and knocked it off in the corner. Got a piece of that on his shoulder, and they mix it up down along the boards. And the action here in the second period is very interesting, to say the least, as the Flyers get 3 goals and take a 4-0 lead. They break that up.
Well, the Peterborough Petes have to be a little frustrated. They outshot the Flyers in the first period, even though I announced it the other way around. But they had an advantage of 13 shots to 8. Couldn't beat Nick Rickey. And the Flyers have popped in 4 past Ellicott.
From the faceoff, Peterborough get it out. Here's Carmen Sorelli. He's got Ryder on the right side, 2-on-1. There's a shot. And Nicky stopped that. Nick Rickey stopped that. Back come the Flyers. A pass out here for Dominic Miel. Miel shoots it down into the Peterborough zone. He gets it back, pass right out in front of the net for Lutzig, but number 16, Beckens, intercepted it. Out comes Peterborough now. That's Larry Murphy. Murphy's checked by Lutzig. It goes to Carmen Sorella. Sorella gets it back to Stuart Smith. Smith in his own zone. Tries a pass. That'll go all the way down in the Flyer zone and should be icing, as it is.
We have Mr. Mac Rickey in the stands this evening. Of course, he's the father of goaltender Nick Rickey and the president of the Oaks Drive Hockey Network, which originates at 6546 Buchanan Avenue, the home of the Oaks Drive Motel and Disco.
Face-off down in the Peterborough zone. It comes back to Renaud. Renaud takes a shot, deflected right in front of the net. Rude races after it, takes a shot. That's stopped by Ellicott. And back come Peterborough now. Pass out for Beckens. That was stopped. Beckens gets it back again now. He's at his own blue line. Tries to get a pass over here for Sorella. That was taken away by Renaud. Renaud races back. He's stopped. Kept in, however. There's a shot from the point right on the net. And Ellicott had a little bit of trouble with that one on a shot from Bill Root. So the face-off will stay down in the Peterborough zone.
Well, Bert Templeton, the Flyer coach, you can see now, seems to be a little bit more relaxed than he was at the start of the game. I saw him previous to the game at the Oaks Drive this afternoon, and he looked like he had a severe case of the jitters, but now he seems to have settled down with that 4-goal lead.
From the face-off now, the Peterborough Petes have it behind their own net. They come out of their own zone. They're stopped, however, by Mark Renaud. Greg Theberge is chased back into his own zone. And the Peterborough Petes must wonder what they're doing wrong here. They won last night 3-0 on their own home ice, and now they're trailing 4-0 here. Here's a pass out here for Gardner. Gardner in over the line, leaves it there. There's a shot by Sorella, and Rickey got a piece of that. It's right in the crease. That came back out and went through Rickey's pads right through the goal crease. And back come the Flyers. Brian Carroll shoots it out to center ice, as there was a close call there for the Flyers. Mark Botel gets it over here to Renaud. Renaud shoots it up for Ted Boynton as the Flyers have their defensive line out. Root just missed a heavy check there along the boards, right in front of the Flyer net. Greg Theberge has it behind his own net. He shoots it out along the boards. That's shot all the way down the ice by Jim Weimer. And the play here is getting a little bit more chippy as we go along. That's an icing call, and the face-off will come all the way back down into the Peterborough zone. Face off in the Peterborough zone. Jimmy Jackson failed to get the draw on that. Stuart Smith gets it up here to number 21, Anisi Malametsu. Back for Halleck. Halleck shot it in, keeps it in. There's a pass in front of the net. Actually kind of a slashing play. As he tried to slash that puck to get it up around the net area. And Ricky held onto it for a face-off. And with 11:51 left in the second period, the face-off will be to the left-hand side of goaltender Nick Ricky. From the face-off, that was a false start, and we'll do it all over again. Chris Halleck take the draw against Jim Jackson. Jackson gets control of it this time. Comes out of his own zone, gets a pass on the right side for Greg Foy, and he almost got in all alone. Foy goes behind the net. Checked by Malamutsu. That pass comes through the center ice area. Greg Foy holds on to his man and almost got a penalty on that. Could have gotten a penalty on that play. Paul Thomas goes back for it. Gets a pass around here for Rohrbeck. Rohrbeck has it. He gets a pass up on the right side for Greg Foy. Foy gets it back. Jackson has it now, and he holds it against the boards for a face-off with 11:14 left in the first period. We got some pushing and shoving here.
Yes, and a bad place for the Peterborough Petes to do it, right in front of the Flyer bench, where they'll be slightly outnumbered in case of an altercation. We're now seeing the owner of the Niagara Falls Flyers in a very pensive mood. That's Mr. Reg Quinn. Very proud this evening, I imagine, of this Flyer team.
Yes, I think he'd like to see the attendance here perk up a little bit or get a little bit better. Ever since the Kitchener series, attendance has been down here. Over that series, they had 4,036. On one occasion, 4,000, other occasion, 3,600, and lately it's been around the 2,400 mark during the round-robin series. I think the fans were showing their displeasure a little bit in that judgment by the league governors.
Yeah, either that or Teddy Flynn wasn't here enough times to bring all that crowd in with him.
That could be the key right there. From the face-off now, number 23, Terry Bovair has it. He's checked by Bill Root, and Tom Gibson comes back. Tries to lay a pass over here for Osborne, but that goes all the way down into the Flyer zone. Bill Root goes out, gets a hold of it, leaves it up here for Osborne. Osborne tried to get it out, but that's kept in. It goes over here for Gibson. Gibson's got Adams and Osborne with him. The pass goes in for Gibson. He goes in against Fenn Ives. They mix it up in the corner. The puck comes loose, and here comes Peterborough, number 23, Bovair. He's taken out of the play. Root takes Reeds out of the play, and they're mixing it up again in front of the Flyer bench.
And the linesman is stuck right in the middle there. He was smacked against the boards.
Like you said, that's a bad spot to start a fight over there.
Well, it's tougher than pay night at the mines over there.
I think this might develop into something here. We got Gibson. He wants to get at somebody.
It looks like a progressive conservative caucus going on over there against the boards. Well, Bert Templeton surveyed the situation with a cold, calculating eye and shrugged his shoulders and dismissed it altogether.
Well, Stan Adams has gone to the penalty box. And number 26, Larry Floyd, goes with him. They'll each get 2 minutes, I imagine.
And Osborne's in there as well.
Oh, Osborne's in there too. That's right. So the Flyers will have, there's going to be 2 players from each team in there. The referee, I suppose, is trying to point out to these players that he is in complete control of this hockey game. He doesn't want them mixing it up too much.
Well, he sent in 4 of them so they'd have a foursome in case they want to play euchre.
Or golf.
Yes.
The number 23, Terry Bovair, and number 26, Larry Floyd. Niagara Falls penalties to number 23.
There again you see Mr. Reg Quinn and Mr. Mac Ricky watching this game with glee.
From the face-off, the puck comes all the way back into the Flyer zone. The team's playing 4 men aside. It's a pass in for Renault, but he couldn't get to it. Number 12, Atwell, goes after it. He's checked by Root, leaves it off for Stuart Smith. Smith content to turn in his own zone. Has Atwell out in front, gets it off. Atwell one-on-one. Goes down on the left side, leaves it over in front of the net for Larry Murphy. There's a shot. And Ricky made a good save on that play. He holds on to it. We'll have a face-off with 9:44 left in the second period. And at this point in time, I'll turn the broadcasting duties over to my friend with the velvet voice, Brian Harvey.
Thank you, Sonny. There was quite a bit of action around that Niagara Falls net just then as Nick Ricky came up with another great save. He's had about 4 or 5 already this evening that we can remember, and probably some more that we forgot as we, of course, recuperating from amnesia up here in the press box. It's very hot up here this evening under the floodlights. Face-off will be down to Nick Ricky's left.
What's going on over there at the Flyer bench?
Maybe somebody broke the gate. I don't know. There seems to be I think one of the linesmen's hurt. Probably the guy that was smacked against the boards. Is that the linesman down in there being inspected by one of the Niagara Falls trainers,
Yeah.
I think?
There's Quincy, Dr. Gordon Powell.
Yes, Dr. Gordon Powell,
Alias Quincy.
otherwise known as Quincy, the team doctor and town coroner. How does that song go?
I don't know. I don't really think I could sing it.
I think I could if you told me how it went. Oh, yeah. Dr. Powell, alias Quincy, now is examining the linesman's leg, I believe, or his ankle. He might have twisted it. What do they do in a case like if the one of the officials is hurt? Do they have a spare official, or?
No, usually they send them home.
Oh, do they? I mean, he's leaving the.
He definitely
leaving the
looks
ice.
hurt.
He's hobbling around out there. He's lucky he's not a horse, or they shoot him.
I guess they could handle the game with one linesman.
I guess they'll have to. Either that or that policeman in the penalty box will have to suit up and come out to break up fights. So I don't know if we will experience a delay or not.
I tend to think so. They must have an extra official for a playoff game such as this. You'd think they'd have extra on hand.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be dressed up.
No, it probably wouldn't take them very long to get dressed. I think they've taken him to the trainer's room there over by the Flyer dressing room. He might be back because if he was going to leave the game, I think he would have gone the other side of the arena. So we have a delay here with 9:44 left in the second period.
Should we go into our vaudeville routine to kill time?
No, I think I'm gonna go out for a hot dog.
You are? You gonna bring me one back?
You want one?
Cigar breath?
You want one?
Well, I'll have one with mustard if you're going.
You heard any good jokes lately? We have to kill
Besides
some time
you?
here.
Well,
No, besides the one you see every morning when you look in the mirror.
no, nothing that good yet. Like I've heard a few. Well, what should we do? Recap
Now there's a joke there.
We should recap the scoring here in the second period. If I can find the thing. Where did I put it? On the other side? Oh, here it is. Starting out in the second period, we have 3 goals scored so far. First one came off the stick of Greg Foy, who stuffed it into the short side from Carolyn Evans at 1 minute and 46 seconds. And then Gibson from Root and Renault hit at 3:22. And just 22 seconds later, at 3:44, Botel put one in from Jackson to give the Flyers their 4-goal lead. The first period, of course, only Dominic Miel put one in, and he did that at 2:29 from Rorabeck on a breakaway.
Well, you know, Brian, last night the case was that the Niagara Falls Flyers couldn't score. As we see the Peterborough Pete's bench area. The Flyers couldn't score last night. Well, Peterborough mounted a 3-goal assault. Tonight, Niagara Falls has 4 goals, and Peterborough can't seem to get on the score sheet.
That suits me just fine, you know. I'm a Flyer fan, and not just because they gave me this free T-shirt. Our hopes are with the Flyers all the way, and hoping they go to the Memorial Cup. even though it means that we won't probably be there to do our broadcasting, which we have done faithfully all year.
Yes, however, we'll be happily wearing our team jackets, I hope.
Well, that all depends on Bert Templeton and Reg Quinn. If Reg Quinn gets a Winterio grant or something, do they give them to teams, hockey teams, Winterio grants?
But he's asking for the grant that he's trying to get is from the government to expand the arena. He wants to get the grant for the city so they can expand the arena. I don't think Reg Quinn needs a Winterio grant in order to buy team jackets. He's quite a successful businessman in his own right. Even before he came on the hockey scene here in Niagara Falls, he owns I believe one of the largest.
Pizzeria, doesn't he?
No, he owns one of the largest Canadian Tire stores in the country, I believe.
Oh, someone told me it was a pizzeria.
Are you going down? Yeah, I'll have a hot dog and a Pepsi.
Yes, now that I recall, I think he does have a large store somewhere in the outskirts of Toronto.
Yeah, all right.
Well, the referee has made an appearance in the doorway there leading to the Flyer bench. And who's that other guy with him, with Reg Quinn, or with Bert Templeton? Is that the coach of the Peterborough Petes?
Pardon, Brian?
No, I guess it isn't. There's another gentleman out there explaining something to Bert Templeton. Now then, the captain of the Peterborough Petes skates over to get in on it. So I imagine it looks like they're only going to have 2 officials, unless they can find another one in a hurry. Tony Rossetti has offered his services to be the 3rd official, but he was rejected on the grounds that he couldn't skate.
He can't speak English either.
Oh.
No, actually, he does speak English very well.
With a broken accent.
Yeah.
Well, there's 9 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the second period, and it's been like that for the past 4 minutes and 58 seconds, waiting for play to resume. The fate of the unknown linesman is still an untold story.
Unknown. Well, we've had longer delays than this one.
Yes, but that was before we were supposed to be on television.
Yeah, well, I think
we could ham it up a bit.
I think we're filling in the space quite well.
Are we?
I think so, as long as we just keep talking and not saying anything. I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to go with 1 linesman and 1 referee.
That's Russian style, isn't it?
No, I think it's Japanese.
Japanese style?
Yeah, the Japanese hockey leagues only have one official, and he does everything.
You mean he cleans the ice too?
No, but I mean he makes all the calls.
No, the Russians have just 2 officials.
What, in the whole country?
Yes, in the whole country.
Sometimes
and that
I think
includes
so.
all their satellites as well. In fact, sometimes it's so tough that one might be refereeing in Bulgaria, while the other one is in northern Russia, Kazakhstan. Well, Dr. Powell has come back into the crowd, so I imagine the injury can't be too serious to the linesman. And all we need now is someone to drop the puck. The referee's in the face-off circle to the left of Nick Rickey in the Flyer zone. And out come the Peterborough Petes now to take their position. Thurberge is on the point. He's with Gardner and number 22, Dave Fenives. The Flyers win the face-off at the draw. Comes to Mark Renault at his own blue line. He bangs it off the boards and into the Peterborough zone. Taken there by Fenives. He skates around in the corner, tries to bring it out over the line, passes it over to Gardner. Gardner winds up at his own blue line to center ice. Sends a pass over the line to Thurberge. Thurberge stops, fakes a shot, and he was checked by Action Jackson, and he comes away to center ice. Action Jackson over the line, trying to get around right in front of the goal, and Fenives checked him at the last second and starts back to center ice. Fenives in over the blue line, checked by Renault. Renault, 1 man back, 2-on-1 Flyer break. Right in front of the net for Jackson, and that was stopped by Ellicott as he went down and made a pad save. Now then, Fenives comes out to his own blue line. A backhand pass at center ice. They whistle that one down as a 2-liner, I guess. And the faceoff will come back into Peterborough territory right at the blue line where the pass originated. And there's 8 minutes and 47 seconds to go in the second period. This is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network from the Niagara Falls Memorial Arena, with our studios at 6547 Buchanan Avenue in the Oaks Drive Disco, overlooking the beautiful falls. Right inside the Peterborough blue line, the draw is lost by Carroll, taken by Trimper. He gets it over to Murphy. Murphy skates behind his own goal, comes out in front, picks up speed at center ice, gets around Thomas over the line, going right in on goal, and his shot was intercepted, but he gets it again, a backhand high over the net. He missed the goal. He goes after it in the corner, being checked there, but he got it back to Trimper. Trimper is checked by Carroll, but he gets it over to number 5, Stuart Smith, right in front of the goal. And Murphy couldn't get a shot on net. He hit the side of the goal. They try to stick it in on the short side. It's all around the side of the goal, and finally the whistle goes as the penalties have expired as well, and the teams are now at full strength.
The Flyers had an excellent opportunity during that manpower, or I should say during the time when both teams had 2 men in the penalty box. Mark Renaud over to Jimmy Jackson. He just failed to get it up over top of Ellicott as he went down to make the pad save. When they both have 2 men in the penalty box, that creates a lot of skating room out there, and they can really freewheel with that puck.
Freak out.
Freewheel.
Oh, I thought you said freak out.
No, that's what you're doing right now, I think.
That's what you've been doing for years. Here's Osborne, a pass up for Gibson over the line. Theberge, and after it, Adams almost got a shot on goal. It comes into the corner, and Theberge sends a long left wing pass over to Trimper. Trimper breaks in over the line, takes a shot, he hit the side of the net. Gets the rebound behind the goal, leaves it there. There's Halleck right in front of the net, and Ricky stopped that one on Halleck's backhand. Nick Ricky again comes to the fore to hold the Peterborough Petes off the score sheet. And the face-off once again deep in Niagara Falls territory. It's 4-0 for the Flyers with 7:43 to go in the second period. This is your Oaks Drive, a hockey network. Chris Halleck out there to take the draw against old man Adams, the sourest man in town. A couple of captains waiting for everyone to line up properly. Adams wins the draw in the corner. It's taken there by Renaud behind his own goal. Renaud stops. Shoots it up on the left wing boards ahead for Gibson. Gibson breaks in over the line with Adams right in on goal. Oh, and Adams on the shot as he was all alone on the right wing. Back comes Halleck. He lost the puck in his skates. Osborne shoots it in. Osborne after it. He bangs there with Trimper. And it's held against the boards for a face-off, and Trimper jumps over the boards after one of the spectators. And what's going on here? A little bit of physical activity between the players and the fans. Somebody must have called him a nasty name. Somebody must have discussed his parenthood or something.
No, I think when Trimper was along the boards there, one of the fans took a shot at him. And of course he retaliated.
Oh, really? Well, we've got 7 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Still discussing something in the stands. And the police are coming down, perhaps to eject an unruly fan, I don't know. The fan is feigning ignorance. He doesn't know what's going on. Well, that fan isn't going to be watching the game from down there. Do they usually throw them out or just make them sit somewhere else?
I imagine they'll toss him right out of the game, Brian.
Thank you for the hot dog. Well, we're all set to go with the face-off inside the Peterborough blue line. Flyers fight to keep it in. Now finally comes out. Taken there by Becken. Becken's long shot Ricky had no trouble with. Left it for Rorabeck behind the net. Rorabeck waits there. His pass for Ludwig was off his stick, but he gave it away. Kirk right in on goal. He shoots, and he just missed it. the open net. Side of the net there, still behind the goal at the side. Miel in the corner after it. Miel gets it for Ludzig. Ludzig is checked. Now then he gets it again, and he's checked again. Now then he gets it again. All right, this is terrible. And Larry Murphy skates behind his own net. His pass went out over the blue line to center ice for Rorabeck. Rorabeck for Thomas. Thomas lost it. In comes Ryder, and he went for a real rough ride there. It's right in on the net. Finally cleared to the boards. And away comes John Kirk with a pass to Ludzig. Over the line, Ludzig still with it, with Kirk. The backhand is right on, and it's gloved by Ken Ellicott.
Just before that, there was a nice play in front of the Niagara Falls net. Nicky Ricky made a nice stop from point-blank range on one of the Peterborough players. The play is going back and forth now. We're seeing some very good action.
Puck is deep in Peterborough territory where Fanives tried to clear it out. It was held in by Larmer. Larmer rattled it off the boards. The Burge picks it up behind the net. Here's a right wing pass to Atwell. Atwell is checked by Mark Renault. He in turn is nailed by Faberge. Over the line come the Flyers. Larmer chases it against the boards, gets it back. It's knocked out of the line, over the line by Gardner. Well, Bill Root, he's hammered against the boards by Weimer. And that's where play will end in Flyer territory with 5:39 to go in the second period. This is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network. Face-off in Flyer territory, just inside the blue line, between that and the rim of the face-off circle. A shot is knocked down by Paul Thomas. Rattled off the boards to center for Evans too far. Evans still after it. Taken by Reeds. Reeds skates around the center, backhands one in, a bouncer on Nick Rickey, who gave it behind the goal for Brian Rorabeck. Rorabeck, a long lead pass that goes all the way down the ice, intended for Action Jackson, and that'll be whistled down as icing. It's 4-0 for the Niagara Falls Flyers here in the second period. 5:15 to go. Face off to the left side of Nick Rickey with Larry Floyd losing the draw, but the Petes get the puck. There's a shot that didn't make the net. Shot in the corner by Bouvert. After it is Reeds, and they got a whistle on that one. The whistle blew a little quickly. So they force another face-off deep in Flyer territory. Flyers get the draw again. Rorabeck behind his own net. He waits. Rattles a pass off the boards intended for Foy, but it goes all the way down the ice. Evans hits his man against the boards. Murphy is hit again. They try to bring it out over the line. They shoot it to center. Paul Thomas puts it right back in, but it was offside as Evans was trapped inside the Peterborough blue line. I guess it's not offside as we're going to face off at center ice. Halleck won the draw and he shot it right back into his own zone. Greg Thaberge behind the net up on the boards for Trimper. He missed it. Root held it in. Root shoots it in over Adams' stick. They chase it in the corner. Gibson and Mark Osborne, and it's held there for another face-off. 4:25 to go.
Well, we still haven't seen anything of that linesman who went off the ice. We'll just have to assume that he's still in the training room there getting worked on. Whether he comes back or
Flyers
not
take a
remains a
shot
mystery.
right on. I think through a maze of players. Another one bounces off of Gibson's head. Gibson left it in the corner there. Halleck picked it up for Trimper. A long pass ahead intended for Malametsa. He it. And a shot right back in on goal by the Flyers. Tim Trimper trying to get away from Osborne. Now he's decked behind the net. Pete's trying to get the puck out. They can't. Here's old man Adams in front of the net. A shot and a glove save by Ellicott.
We have Gibson mixing it up a little bit with one of the Peterborough players.
Well, Gibson is a bit of a firebrand on that team. I think we should refer to him from now on as Hoot Gibson, as he sort of tries to ride roughshod over most of the opposing players.
Wasn't he a famous country western singer?
No, he was a cowboy. Yeah, I think he was a singer too. Hoot Gibson.
He was famous for that song, I Don't Give a Hoot.
Yeah. Here are the Flyers winning the draw. Paul Thomas backhands it in front of the goal. Intended there for Brian Carroll, but it came all the way out to center ice, cleared by the Petes. Shot back in by Brian Carroll, taken there by Stuart Smith. Stuart Smith, a pass up for Becken, shot it in offside. And then he was dropped down on his posterior for his efforts. And we've got 3:32 to go in the second period. Face-off will be outside the Flyer blue line. The Petes get it. And Stuart Smith rifles one in off the boards. Behind the goal is Paul Thomas. Now then, something happened here we didn't quite catch.
Got a penalty.
Goes. Someone's getting a... What was it for? It looks like Paul Thomas to get the gate. I don't know what he did. We didn't see it. He's getting 2 minutes anyway.
Niagara Falls penalty to number 2, Paul Thomas. 2 minutes for interference. Time 16:37.
Interference, they call it. So now the Flyers down a man, up by 4 goals. They'll have their penalty killing unit out there. That's Brian Carroll to take the draw. He wins it. And Mark Renault shoots it down the ice. Evans goes in after it. The goaltender is knocked down by Evans, and he shoots it back out to center. He gets it again. Evans trying to kill this penalty, still with the puck, weaving and bobbing his own line. Lost it there to Trimper. And Evans checked him, and Bill Root makes sure of it and bounces one down against the far boards behind the Peterborough net. Here's Gardner. Gardner a pass ahead to Halleck. Halleck with Atwell over the line. Halleck skates around, still has it, gets it back to the point to Gardner. His pass is intercepted by Bill Root. And Bill Root doing a nifty job on the defense. In fact, he's so famous they named a canal after him. He shot it down the ice, and the Peterborough Petes, the Birds, starts back over the line. Here he goes right in on goal, Atwell, and he had it lost in his skates, and it was once again shot down the ice by the Flyers and right on goal. 55 seconds to go in the penalty as Atwell will try his luck again. Over for Trimper, over the line, on left wing. He's being run around there by Bill Root. He gets away from him right in front of the goal. It's intercepted by Mark Renault. And Renault shot it down the ice. Brian Carroll in there after it. Carroll almost got it. It's taken by Atwell again. Atwell's pass went off of a skate and is shot back in by Bill Root. The Thaberge. 25 seconds to go in the penalty as Gardner comes in over the line. Gardner back to Trimper, the shot. Oh, and Nick Rickey got that one and smothered the rebound. And they all pile in on top of him. And now Evans and Thaberge embrace one another.
Well, there was kind of a pileup in front of Nick Rickey, and I believe he got knocked over. And of course, anytime a goaltender gets knocked down by an opposing player, the defensemen usually come in and throw their weight around a little bit to let that player know they don't want it to happen again.
Well, there's 1 minute and 45 seconds to go in the period and 22 seconds left in the penalty. Flyers have held off the Peterborough attack so far. There's only been one shot on goal, and that was it. As Terry Bovair is out there to take once again against Brian Carroll. To the left of Nick Rickey, and Carroll wins the draw. Back for Renault behind the net. Off the boards. Kept in, there's a shot, whistles wide of the net. They chase it into the corner behind the net. That's Weimer after it. He's rammed against the boards and it's cleared out to center. Goes all the way down to the Peterborough line. And Thaberge skates behind his own net, trying to get away from Foy. Foy, who scored a goal this evening. Here come the Pete's Mark Reeds. His pass is intercepted, and Osborne was checked by Bovair. Now then, Stuart Smith inside his own line, gets it over for Gardner. Gardner up ahead for Bovair, breaking it over the Flyer line, and he's offside by about 4 meters. Was number 17, Mark Reeds. And we have 1 minute and 4 seconds to go. The penalty, of course, has expired. And
Peterborough just got the one good shot on net.
That was it. And Nick Rickey was equal to that occasion. So the Flyers are showing total dominance now of the Peterborough Petes. Leading 4-0 here in the second period. From the faceoff, it's backhanded into Flyer territory. Paul Thomas couldn't get it out. Paul Thomas behind his own net. He flips it out to the blue line and over. And all the way back to his own zone is Murphy to get a hold of it. Murphy off the boards, intended for Ryder. Taken instead by Beck, and he lost it. Shot to the blue line, but not out. Now it comes out. Here's a pass intended for Dominic Miel, too far from John Kirk. And Stuart Smith clears it along the boards for Ryder. Ryder's hit by Ludzig, but he couldn't get it. Here comes Murphy up to the line, and over goes the puck, but John Kirk was there. Over to Miel, going the wrong way. He gets it to Ludzig, and Ludzig gets it out to center ice. Beckons over for Murphy. Murphy again shoots it in. Back is Brian Rorabeck. He's taken to the boards. Flyers clear it up to the blue line. Here's Ludzig and Miel, 2-on-1. Ludzig over the line. Ludzig trying to get a shot. He's being bothered there. Finally pulled down. And I think we're going to have a hooking penalty. And that'll go to Murphy. As Ludzig and Miel were breaking in on goal, and he was hauled down by Mr. Murphy there, Larry Murphy. I keep getting confused with Tom Murphy, one of the local inhabitants of this area, who is no doubt in the crowd.
Okay, now for a summary of the second period, 3 goals, all scored by the Flyers. Foy from Carroll and Evans at 146. Gibson from Root and Renault at 322. Patel from Jackson at 344. The shots on goal, 13 for Niagara, 8 for the Peterborough Petes. 2 period totals of 21 shots apiece on goal. This is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network, and we'll be back shortly for the play-by-play of the third period. Thank you. And here we are back for the third period. 4-0 for the Flyers on the strength of 3 second period goals. All scored within a span of 2 minutes and 50 seconds by Greg Foy, Tom Gibson, and Mark Bottel. And Doug Robb, we now have another linesman back. Doug Robb, the referee, out there at center ice. We're awaiting the start of this third period. And for the play-by-play, I'll now turn you over to Brian Harvey.
Thank you, Jesse. And we're waiting for the teams to line up at the center ice area. We've got 20 minutes to play, of course, in the third period. No overtime in these games. And the Flyers will be up a man as a result of a penalty by on Murphy at the end of the second period for hooking. Out there to take the draw for the Flyers is Steve Ludzig. He'll be facing off against Halleck. Halleck won the draw, got it to Trimper. Trimper shot it into Flyer territory, taken by Rorabeck. Over on the left wing for Mark Renault, swings around center, over the line, offside was Ludzig by a good 4 or 5 meters on right wing. And we'll have the face-off outside the blue line. All set to go again. pair of nines now facing off. That's Trimper and Ludzig. Ludzig wins that one. Gets it back to Mark Renault at center ice. Mark Renault off Ludzig's skate. Bounces loose at center. They chase after it. Comes to Rorabeck, bouncing inside the blue line. Rorabeck up on the right wing for Larmer. Larmer over the line. Larmer's hit against the boards, but he got it into the corner. Now then Renault steals it behind the net, try to center it out in front. Knocked away, now it's taken by Stan Adams. Old man Adams right in front of the goal, and Larmer missed it. Kept in by Ludzig. Ludzig is checked and is shot out to center ice. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the penalty. As the Flyers shoot it in for Larmer again for Ludzig. Shot out, he hit the side of the net. Steve Ludzig, another one by Rorabeck. And that one was easy. And a rebound comes all the way out to Trimper. One man back, Trimper and Rorabeck. Now then Larmer gets back to help him out, and Larmer checks him. Larmer starts out with a right wing pass to Ludzig. Ludzig is checked at center. Comes back to Rorabeck. 40 seconds to go in the penalty. Peterborough get possession. Trimper off his stick and in the Flyer line. Comes back for Larmer again. Larmer having difficulty. He's nailed. And is shot back into Flyer territory. Not much of a power play so far, as the Flyers have been held in check by the Peterborough Petes. Now then, here comes Brian Carroll, gathering speed at center, over the line on left wing, skates into the corner, drops it back for Jackson. Jackson couldn't get it. There's a shot to the side of the goal that was knocked down off the stick of Boynton. They chase it into the corner, and it's going to be held there for a face-off, and there's only 8 seconds to go in the penalty. 18:08 in the third period.
Flyers have yet to have what you'd call a really good scoring opportunity on net in this third period. Power play advantage.
Brian Carroll out there to take the draw against Atwell. Carroll gets it into the corner. It's taken there by Smith. They can't get it out. Down hops over the stick of Root. And away come the Peterborough Petes. Mark Reed's trying to get in on goal. He's being hemmed in. He's knocked down, and it shot. He went into the goal without the puck, and the puck went over the glass as he went down in front of the net. Almost had a break-in on Nick Rickey. And the penalty has expired, of course, to the Peterborough Petes. And the Flyers will now make a player change, as do the Peterborough Petes. We'll have old man Adams, sourest man in town, out there with his line. Osborne and Gibson. And Gardner to take the draw for the Petes. Adams wins the draw. It goes behind the net. Shot up for Gibson too far. And we're going to have a penalty here to the Peterborough Petes, number 22. As he took Gibson against the boards. Fenives goes off. And once again, the Peterborough Petes will be behind the 8 ball, down one man. And that occurred with 17:49 to go in the third period. Out now for the Flyers. We're going to have a sort of a new line. There's going to be Carroll out there with Miel and John Kirk, with Jackson and Renault on the points. Reeds and Becken out there for the Peterborough Petes, and I think that's Thaberge and Stuart Smith to defend.
Excuse me, you remember the guy that got kicked out of the game?
Yeah.
He's back in his seat again. I don't know how he managed that.
Carroll couldn't get the draw, but it comes back to Renault. The shot, and he just drifted it wide. Into the corner, the Flyers still have possession. Comes back to Jackson at the point. Here's the shot, right on, he scores! Action Jackson! I don't know if it was tipped in or not, but...
I think it was tipped in by Dominic Miel, Brian.
Well, if so, that's Miel's second goal of the night. And Action Jackson took the shot from the point, right at the blue line. Blazer, directed in by Dominic Miel. And this acquisition they've got of Miel from the Aurora Tigers has certainly been fruitful for coach and general manager Bert Templeton and the Niagara Falls Flyers. So we have a 5-0 game.
23.
As Kirk is checked and is shot right to the side of the goal. Ricky stops it there for Mark Renault. Mark Renault up on the left wing boards for Miel. Miel couldn't get anywhere. Out to center, comes back to Peterborough blue line to Murphy for Gardner. And we got a mix-up over in the corner. There's Ludzik and Murphy. They're holding on to each other like a pair of dancers. I was going to say square dancers, and they're both going to get the gate. That happened behind the play as we were watching. We didn't see quite how it developed.
I believe the Peterborough player might get an extra 2 minutes. We'll just have to wait and see. No, they're each going to get four.
He must have done something drastic or dastardly.
I think they did something before the play was stopped. High sticking, I believe.
Well, anyway, the teams will be at even strength. 5 aside.
To number 2, Larry Murphy. Niagara Falls penalty to number 9, Steve Kirk. Those 2 minutes for high sticking. Correction.
See Ludzik just shaking his head over there.
Both 2 minutes for high sticking and 2 minutes for roughing. Time 2:42.
So the referee, Doug Robb, puts a lid on any of these activities with a pair of double minors. Now we're going to have a bench penalty to the Peterborough Petes.
Yeah.
As the referee yelled something at the bench, I think he was probably giving a bit of derision or is giving some sort of provocation from the Peterborough bench. Probably said something nasty to him, and I think they're going to get a bench penalty. Or are they?
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are. A 2-minute penalty to Peterborough. Now they'll be 2 men short, and the Flyers 1.
Peterborough penalty, a bench penalty. Penalty being served by number 26, Larry Floyd. Time 2:54.
Now then, the puck is kept in off of Jackson's leg. That must have hurt. Now it's finally cleared down the ice. Flyers have a 1-man advantage now. 5 men to 4, and they swing out of their own line. Here's a pass to Miel over the blue line on right wing. Miel behind the net, shoots right on, and from the short side, he tried to get it again. It bounces to the goal, and there's a hooking penalty. I think this one's going to go to Brian Carroll. This is suddenly a great wave of penalties in the last couple of minutes.
It came to pass.
Yes.
A lot of penalties here.
So now they're even again. As a result of that penalty, which happened in Peterborough territory, the face-off will be outside the blue line of the Peterborough Petes. Well, it's 5-0 for the Niagara Falls Flyers as Bill Root gets the puck over to Ted Boynton. Boynton shot it in beside the net, taken by Stuart Smith behind his own goal. He leaves it there, and away comes the Burge at his own blue line, picks up speed at center, busting in on left wing. He stops, gets it back to the point to Smith. Here comes the shot, and Ricky made the save. And he clears the rebound. We're going to have another penalty.
Flyers again.
This one's going to Boynton. What a revolting development this is. That's 2 penalties, one right after the other to the Flyers. And steady Teddy Boynton is going to get the gate.
I just was informed that the new linesman out there is actually the referee-in-chief of the OHA.
Do you think he knows what he's doing?
I don't know. The referee is making a lot of calls here. Maybe he's trying to impress him.
Maybe he wants a raise.
Niagara Falls penalty to number 18, 10 points. 2 minutes for a holding. Time 3:45.
Here we go in Flyer territory, but the Flyers get it out over the line. Paul Thomas, the Godzilla of the Blue Line Brigade for the Niagara Falls Flyers. Burge breaks back with Trimper over the line for Trimper. He's having difficulty with it in his skates along the board. He's finally checked, and Stan Adams behind his own net starts out on left wing. Adams at center. Teams playing at even strength. Adams behind the net. Adams still has the puck. Shoots it right across there for Thomas. Here comes the drive. That's blocked, and it comes out to the blue line. Flyers will have to regroup. Thomas shoots it into the corner. 4 men aside until the first Peterborough penalty expires, and they'll have a man advantage. Here come the Peterborough Petes. That's number 22, Fanives. He shot it into the side of the goal. Rorabeck is there. Rorabeck trying to get away from a check. Rorabeck all alone. Comes up to the line. He shoots. Oh, and he just shot it wide on a hard drive. It bounced back, and it was smothered there. And we're going to have a bit of a mix-up here as Rorabeck was, I think he was dry gulched. Sort of nailed from behind. And they pair off behind the Peterborough net. Well, we've had quite an exciting game this evening. Mostly all Flyers, 5-0, with 15:13 to go in the third period. This is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network. Very pleased to bring you this game this evening, as we have many games during the year. For those of you that are watching it back at the Oaks Drive Disco, or perhaps if you are watching it on cable TV, we hope you'll join us again in the future. Face-off will be taken by Action Jackson deep in the Peterborough territory, and it comes all the way back to center ice. Bill Root gets it over, gets it back. Bill Root up to the line, takes a shot, a sizzler right on, and that was gloved by Ellicott, and he gave it to Stuart Smith. Stuart Smith up on the boards to Larry Floyd, over the blue line on left wing. He stops, waits for his teammates to catch up, back to Smith. Back to Fanives, the shot, and Ricky made the save. It goes into the corner. Jackson after it. Jackson comes up with it. Jackson all alone, weaving and bobbing over the line, right in on goal, and his shot was a weak one and went behind the net as he was held in check. Stuart Smith up ahead for Atwell. His pass was knocked down. Here comes Fanives, waiting for his teammates to get onside. Shoots it over the line. Floyd didn't see it. And Renault whips it around to Jackson. Jackson off the boards and down the ice. 3 Flyers in the penalty box, only 1 Peterborough player. The Flyers a man short, well actually 2 men short, and Peterborough 1, as the puck is shot back into Peterborough territory again. Flyers killing this penalty off quite admirably. Here Peterborough will try their luck again. Here comes Atwell. He's being checked by Foy. It goes in behind the net to Nick Rickey. Shot up for Mark Renault. Flyers have control again to Foy at center. Foy scored a goal tonight. He shoots it into the corner behind the Peterborough goal. And Stuart Smith. He'll get a pass over here to Larry Floyd, breaking in over the line. Skates to the far point. Gets it over to Smith. Here comes the shot, and Ricky stopped that. Ricky has stopped everything tonight. Back to Floyd. Here comes another shot. Oh, what a nice save. Ricky just stuck out his glove and snagged that one out of midair.
Nick Rickey's having a very good game tonight. He's stopped everything that Peterborough can throw at him, and there he made just a beautiful glove save.
Well, he didn't stop Reeds when they threw him at him. He went right into the net. Of course, you're only supposed to save the puck. You don't have to stop the players.
There's nothing that says you have to stop the man.
Nick Rickey a standout in tonight's game, as there's 2 seconds left in the double minors. To Ludzig and Murphy, and they're perched at the boards. Here they come over. Ludzig leaves the ice. Murphy comes over. It's taken by Thaberge. Murphy leaves the ice. Thaberge is chased into his own zone by Darrell Evans. Now he'll try to get out. He does. He gets away from 2 Flyers. Comes up to the line. His shot rebounded off of 3 players. Back to Gardner. Gardner is chased into the corner. Gardner gets it back to Smith. Smith over on the far boards. Here comes a shot on Ricky again. Stuck out his right leg and stopped that off a drive by Thaberge. And it goes all the way down the ice. The Flyers are a man short. Boyden waiting to come out of the penalty box. Now his time is up and he leaves the ice. Flyers back at full strength. A shot in of the Flyers zone. Thomas after it. It goes behind the goal, and the Flyers just clear it out over the blue line. Stuart Smith is there. He's logged a lot of ice time tonight in this third period. Puck bounces over the boards in Flyer territory, and with 12:20 to go in the game, it's 5-0 for the Flyers. This is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network with a cast of thousands this evening from the Niagara Falls Memorial Arena.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm just wondering what the attendance is here tonight. I'd probably...
About 35,
I would
think.
estimate about...
Oh, you mean not in the press box?
No,
huh?
no, I don't mean the press box. I would estimate it to be somewhere around 3,000.
Well, here comes old man Adams out of his own zone. Shoots it into the corner, goes behind the net, stopped by Ellicott. Cleared to the far boards. Trimper is nailed. Bill Root tries to hold it in. He does. He tried to pass that was knocked down, and away comes Halleck. Halleck and Trimper over the line. Trimper trying to get in front of the goal. 3 Flyers after him. Gets it back to Ryder. Right in on goal. Oh, and Nick Ricky again. Oh, what a game this Nick Ricky is having as he robbed Ryder blind. Right in all alone, and Ricky's gloved that one as that was labeled for the top corner on the backhand.
That was just a fantastic stop. The guy looked like he had him cold, and Ricky came up with a great glove save.
11:48 to go. A penalty is flashing up on the clock, is going to the Flyers. I don't know who it'll be or what it was, but it looks like Stan Adams is skating over to the bench to tell something to Bert Templeton. And nobody's made a move to the penalty box yet. Now there goes Osborne. Osborne gets the gate. We didn't catch that one either. This referee's got eyes in the back of his head. He sees even better than we do. It's 5-0 in favor of the Flyers as the face-off is deep in their own zone. Halleck and Carroll to take the draw. Reeds gets it back to Thaberge. He drove one wide of the net. Trimper stops it there for Gardner. His shot is blocked, and it's taken by Brian. Intended to pass up there for Evans, just behind him, and it comes all the way down behind the net, and Peterborough will start out again. Gardner, he's got a pass up for Reeds, comes back to Halleck. Halleck's shot was blocked, gets it over for Gardner. Here comes the drive. Ricky was there, and Brian Carroll drifts it down the ice. Flyers have played picture-perfect hockey this evening so far, and when they haven't, Nick Ricky has been right there as Jim Jackson, Action Jackson, almost stole it, and he fork checks in the Peterborough zone. 1 minute and 10 seconds to go in the penalty. Peterborough trying to bring it out. Finally, Halleck gets out. Halleck up to the line with Trimper. They're offside by a mile. If you'll excuse the old system, the English system, we're now in the metric. Should be about 1.5 kilometers offside. And there's 10:52 to go, 1 minute and 4 in the penalty. Unless the Peterborough Petes score a whole bunch of goals, I can tell you who the first star of tonight's game is going to be.
And who's that? Nick Ricky?
No, the
Who?
cop in the penalty box. Here's Thaberge behind the net.
No, I'm the first star. You're the second star, and Tony Rossetti's the third star.
Oh, the Flyers doing. Foy did some dandy forechecking there on Thaberge. He finally got it to Gardner. He shot it wide of the net. Jackson takes his man to the boards, and Renault clears it out. 40 seconds to go in the penalty. Gardner over the line to Sorella. Sorella tried to get loose. He couldn't. Comes back to Thaberge to Gardner. The shot, high over the net. Goes into the corner to Action Jackson. Jackson trying to hold it there. He does, and we'll have another face-off with 10:10 to play.
Game time is 7:30. That is game time is 7:30. Peterborough visit the Flyers. Tickets for sale to the general public will go on sale at the Arena box office.
Well, I imagine there'll be a happy bunch of Flyers this evening, and Bert Templeton, if they hang on to this 5-0 lead, means the series will be even up to this point, although they do have to win a game in Peterborough. From the faceoff, a shot comes on the net, a weak one, cleared to the blue line and out. If he couldn't hold it in, Evans almost got loose. Taken by Atwell now over the line, and offside was Floyd. Peterborough can't seem to do anything right tonight. With all the offsides and the forechecking by the Flyers on their power play, they've been stymied. Flyers again get the puck. Boynton shoots it down the ice. Then he leaves. Must have been too much of an effort, that shot, as Boynton left the ice. Now then the Petes will try their luck again. Floyd shoots it into the corner. Paul Thomas is there. Over for Brian Carroll. On left wing, a long right wing pass for Foy off his skate, and he went in offside. The puck was behind him. We have 9:33 to play.
Attendance for tonight's game is only 2,406.
Well, we've had more people in the press box.
Yeah, I think so.
I wouldn't call that an attendance or a crowd. That would be
We've
more of
had,
a moratorium or a sit-in. Or a
Small gathering.
A small gathering. Picket line. Now then, Ludwig fights for the puck. He lost it. Peterborough regained possession. They shoot it out over the line. Here comes Becken. He can't get anywhere, and a shot right back into Peterborough territory. The Flyers are going to get another penalty. Well, they can't go on forever trying to stop this Peterborough offense. Peterborough Petes shoot it in. As soon as one of the Flyers touch it, they have their empty net. Now Ludwig will touch it, and that'll be whistled, and the Flyers will get the gate. Now then, Ludwig and Stuart Smith are discussing politics down there in the corner. And we got 9:05 to play. The referee must work on commission. So much penalty. Been calling quite a few of them, hasn't he? How many has he called this period?
I haven't been keeping track, but quite
fired.
a few. Thank you. Do I get a week's notice?
You got a what?
A week's notice?
I thought you said you have a weak snout.
No, I have a very healthy snout, thank you.
Yeah, it's quite a protuberance. I never could pronounce that word.
I wouldn't talk if I were you with a schnoz like that.
Your proboscis is prolific. The Petes tried a shot on goal. Ricky gloved it even though it was high and wide, and he gave it to Bill Root. Root passed it to Renault, and Renault just gets it down the ice. That's right on the net. And the Niagara Falls fans are giving Ellicott the raspberry as he had to make that stop. Here come the Petes trying to get organized at center. They can't, and Carroll's got it. Carroll is knocked down, but he shot it down into the Peterborough zone. The fans thought there should have been a penalty there, but there wasn't. Now the Petes break back. Over the line is Atwell. He's being run down. He's checked. There's a shot right wide of the net by Trimper. Gardner's got it in the corner. Still loose. Gardner trying to get in front of the net to the side of the goal. They try to poke it in. It goes behind the goal. The Petes still with possession. Here they come to the side of the net. There's a shot. That's way up high. Goes into the corner. Cleared back to Atwell. Atwell at the point. He's being checked by Evans. Evans trying to kick at it. And he holds it there for a face-off. As the Petes were walking around the Niagara Falls net with ease, but they couldn't find the handle on it to put it in the net. Yeah, I've seen bigger crowds in the washroom at the Oaks Drive Disco than I have in this arena this evening. Well, the Petes trying to get something going. They can as they're checked by Osborne. They just got it down the ice. The Burge and Foy after it. The Burge gets there first. Comes around his net, stops the side of the goal, picks his way out with a pass to Gardner. Gardner up on the right wing, comes back to Floyd. Floyd's shot was knocked down. And it's shot down the ice by Mark Osborne. Gardner behind the net with a pass up on the left wing to Bouvert. Bouvert ahead for Floyd. Floyd over the line, still with it. They fight for it at the face-off circle, and a shot down the ice by the Flyers. Just 5 seconds to go in the penalty. Has one last chance. The Burge gets a long right wing pass for Reeds, and that side.
Well, I think
and there's 1 second to go.
The story for this third period definitely has to be the penalty killing excellence of the Niagara Falls Flyers. They've allowed the Peterborough Pete's assorted good scoring opportunities, but Nicky Ricky has been equal to the task on every occasion. The Flyers, I would have to say, been shorthanded for at least half this this third period.
Flyers bring it in. Kirk's trying to get loose. Ludzig is checked, and Ryder is checked. Ludzig's got it. Ludzig pass to an open wing. Miel couldn't reach it. Comes back to Becken. Becken over to Murphy. Murphy at center ice. He shoots a long one into the corner. And Bill Root is there off the boards. Comes to Kirk. Kirk couldn't reach it. They all pile in there. The puck is still loose at the boards. Here's a long pass ahead for the Flyers zone. They almost had a 2-on-1. But it went too far. Now it bounces into the penalty box. And with 6:31 to go, it's 5-0 for the Flyers. And this is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network. Brian Harvey, Jesse James, Davey Levy, and Tony Rossetti, with Charlie Levy here as our technician. We'd like to wish a happy birthday to Mr. Tom Brandt, the announcer at the Niagara Falls Arena. He just turned 39 today. As the play gets a little bit anxious around the Peterborough cage, back to Renault. Here comes his shot. It was blocked, and it goes all the way down to Flyer blue line. Renault chases after with Becken. Renault gets there first. Gets it ahead. Flyers get it out over the line. Ludzig does, but it comes to Murphy. Over the line, here comes Becken. Becken trying to get in front. His pass was gobbled up by Bill Root. And Bill Root swings around inside his own line and sends a pass up to Miel. Miel lost in his skates, but Ludzig helps him. Ludzig over the blue line. Ludzig is banged, knocked down on the ice. And he falls on top of the puck. Once again, happy birthday to Tom Brandt. 39 years old today, are you, Tom?
Today, 39 today.
Yep. Is that your age or your IQ?
That's my drinking capacity.
Pardon me?
That's my drinking capacity.
In gallons or liters?
Oh, gallons.
And I imagine you'll be living up to that capacity this evening after this game.
After the game, I'm going up to the hotel.
Okay, away we go. Play is back in Peterborough territory. It's cleared down to the Flyer line to Paul Thomas. Ahead, a long pass for Action Jackson. He couldn't reach it, and back come the Pete's Atwell. He gets it. Oh, and there's a smashing body check. Here comes the shot. That's still bouncing around. It's blocked by the Flyers. They can't get it out. There's a high pop fly right on
infield. That was an infield grab there.
Was the infield fly rule in effect on that one?
Yes.
Is that what it's called, the infield fly rule? In baseball, where the ball goes up in the air, if the guy drops it, they're still out or something?
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, anyway, here comes Larmer out over his line with a pass for Action Jackson off his body. Follows up and hit the linesman. And the Pete's regain possession. Greg Thaberge, a head fake, gets around Larmer. A pass up on the right wing. Here comes a shot by Atwell. He whistled that one wide. Held in by the Pete's, but it's blocked at the Flyer defense, and it's given to Larmer. Larmer, he did a 1.5 gainer there over the body of Weimer. Puck comes into Peterborough territory. 4:48 to go in the game. Flyers try to hold it in against the boards, and they get a whistle. 4 minutes and 43 seconds to play in the game. They're holding a seance down there against the board. Now they break it up. This is your Oaks Drive Hockey Network with a cast of